Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? Well, I saw Bad Religion last night, and it was pretty awesome. So up at the College Street Music Hall in New Haven, Connecticut. And man, those guys are old, but they still put on a heck of a show. And this video is not about that. Instead of doing a role-playing game video, today I do a video about bass guitar or equipment. Might be more relevant for guitar players. But anyhow, I got something yesterday, and it came in this box, and this box is super sturdy. I mean, it's like double wall, serious, like, cardboard, and just packed really well packed inside. This as well. What the hell did I get? Got this. What is this, you ask? Well, it's teal. It's a pedal pad, pedalboard. By Oz Audiocraft. You go to pedalpad.com, you can check these things out. And I got more than one of these. We'll see which one I keep or what I'm going to do with them, but for different sizes, and I'll get to that. I'm probably going to make a different video about all that. But I believe that Oz Audiocraft might stand, for their last name, because I believe there's two brothers that do this. I've only dealt with one of them. I've only dealt with Philip Osborne, and I believe it's in, I want to say Pennsylvania. That's where they're making these things. And it was just turned on to these by some guy on TalkBass because I was looking for some kind of board, because I got a bunch of pedals and all kinds and shapes and sizes, and it's kind of inconvenient unless you can string them all together. So these things are remarkably well built. You can have them built whatever way you want to. Right here, I opted to have the ins and the outs both on the right side, my right, of the board. And also, I've got this nice little switch, which actually connects to two plugs inside. This is, I believe, their Axis 3 model, AXS 3. Might be the third iteration of it. I'm guessing Axis is like a play on the words as far as Axis, because you can actually put some pedals underneath this thing. This has got like, I think, a 14-inch front to back. And it's got something like 3 inches of pedal clearance at the greatest part. We talked a little bit about all that stuff. So they got some pretty cool latches here. I was really impressed with the build quality and all that sort of stuff of these things. Handle's really cool. Interesting, like little. Can I do this in front of you? I don't know if I can do this in front of you. Maybe not. I'm gonna try to do this because these things actually just come right off as I'm lifting up the top of this board. Yep. The little catches come off, and this thing really, it's got this nice carpeting inside that will work with Velcro, and that's the top. So that's just the part you put someplace else for, while you're doing all this. Well, it came with a sticker. All right, cool. But then what you get is you get this board. Pretty standard, pedal board, really tough wood. I've already taken one of these, apart, so I know what, or taken one out, so I know what it's like. And then you lift this sucker up. And on the little one, I did not spring for this little piston here. I almost kind of wish I did, because this thing is pretty cool and holds this up while you're working on stuff inside the board. So you can see right here on the inside, I've got my two plugs. There it is. So I can plug stuff in there, like I've got some chucks, like power supplies. And then they send you a whole bunch of the hook style Velcro, because they've already put the loop style Velcro in here. And then on your, there you go, on this side, which is pretty cool. But you can actually put some pedals underneath here. And so I've got some pedals that I want to control via MIDI. Now you can see my face again. I've got some pedals I want to control via MIDI, like some Source Audio pedals and whatnot, where I don't necessarily need to get at them. Like once I put, do some programming with this, Source Audio like compressor, I can put it right underneath here. Yeah. Right there. Where is it? It's going to slide around because I don't have any Velcro on it. Yeah, that's that one. That one's not going to work. How can I show you this? Hold on for 1 second, kids. I can put it in there, close the hood, and then go on about my business. Wow, let's try this again. I can put my aftershock in here. Yeah, the Velcro. Got the hook Velcro on it, so it'll stick, right? And then this thing will close right on top of it without cutting my thumb off. There you go. There's actually quite a bit of room underneath there. And then I can use a MIDI controller like this nifty Morningstar MC6 Pro. It's a Pro to control the unit. And it's out of the way, so I can have other effects on top of this thing. So pretty cool. I'm really digging this. I set the other one up the other night, and so I'm gonna mess around with this one. You know, I was impressed beforehand, just checking out the stuff on the website. I'm really impressed after getting them. They got really cool, like, you know, rubber feet here, rubber feet down there, and you can pretty much customize these things with whatever you want. If you want to have a little light underneath, you can have that. If you want, I wish I'd gone for that, because I tell you what, man, I was trying to put some stuff together in the other one, and it was tough. If you want to have plugs coming out of the, you know, the audience side, out of left and right, you can do all that. However you want to do it. You know, right underneath here, you can see these little plugs are like double. Can you see that? They're double female. So I can plug my ins and outs here, but then I can plug into my pedals there and route all the wiring and make it nice and neat. But you can put things like MIDI ins and outs on that. You can put you know, XLR outs for DIs and all that kind of stuff. And like I thought about doing some stuff like that. However, you know, I talked to them, and like with a couple of exceptions, these are things that they can sell you the part and you can do it yourself as long as you have the correct size drill. And, you know, it's not that difficult to throw them in there. They're not countersunk or anything like that. So I may find that I want to do other things with this. I was going to have things on either end of the board, but one of the things that you know, Philip mentioned to me as we're doing this, and I'm talking about my intention to have pedals underneath, he goes, well, these things kind of stick like 2 inches either way, so you're going to lose some. You're going to lose a little bit of space, depending on the size of the pedal. Maybe, maybe not. Of course, I can always drill another one in there, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, you're going to end up losing maybe like a pedal's worth of space under there. So I decided to have everything on one side. And once again, if I want to change my mind on that, I can do that. But man, that I wish I'd gotten this on the little one. I could probably buy it and put it on myself afterwards. But really, really cool. So I'm really pumped for these pedal boards, because I have too many pedals that have no place to live. And check them out. I think it's pedalpad.com. I will put the link in the description below. And hopefully I didn't give you any misinformation, but really, really cool pedal boards. The wait time, by the way, was, I think the stated wait time was like 2 to 3 weeks. I think it was a little closer to 4 to 5, but the wait was worth it. These things are awesome. Take it easy, kids.